Lyndon, congratulations, job done. Hard fight against Liam Cameron, but we got there. How'd you feel?
I'm tired. But I'm happy that I got a W in what was probably one of the not so good nights of my boxing career in regards to performance.
I've heard you say that a couple of times now. Is it fair to say you're quite critical of your own performance tonight?
Yeah, especially that one. I know I'm levels above that, 1,000,000%. But again, my fault. Not to make excuses, but I did fuck the weight a little bit, and I messed about and nearly paid the price today. So I'm grateful that I got a W.
Did you feel that weight when you were in there tonight, and the process that had built up to this?
From the third and fourth round, I got back to the corner and I was thinking, wow, this is heavy. I thought I'd be all right. I just thought I'm much better than him. I didn't underestimate him. I just know that I'm much better than that. So I just thought, regardless of what I get through it, and I just things that I could see that I wanted to do, I just couldn't do them. My body wasn't allowing me to do it.
Let's talk about the sportsman's tactics that were going on throughout the fight. In particular, I think it was the end of the second or the third round, where he seemed to catch you low after the bell. So you caught him on the chin after the bell. He went down. You got a pointed hook. What happened there? How did it go from your side?
You can't hit somebody. You can't hit somebody like that. I'm gonna hit you back in the face. But he didn't need to go down. He was a bit dramatic, bit for the cameras, and he could have stayed down and got me disqualified there. It would have been a no contest. But he got back up. I think Howard Foster, seeing that I didn't really hit him that hard, and he made him get back up and carry the fight on.
There seemed to be a lot of conversation going on between the two. I was trying to figure it out, but it's hard from ringside.
He was just being him, and I was just replying to whatever he was saying. He was saying, you can't win the belt. And I'm like, well, you're not winning the fight, so it's cool. And he's like, well, I won that round, carry on. And he was running away a little bit. So that's a bit of fun and games in there. You have to, sometimes you have to enjoy it a little bit more than the punches.
Was it frustrating while you were in there, especially towards the end of the fight, when he seemed to be moving around a lot more, and you were sort of waiting for him to come back, and then he would move again, and you did seem to corner him, and you showed the better boxing, but it was hard to get those moments because he was moving around so much. Was that frustrating?
I think that's probably what got the wide scorecard at the end. I don't think he was that wide at all, but he probably got himself that by just kind of running a little bit. He wasn't really doing much, and when he was throwing, he was hitting with gloves, and he boxed in the last few rounds as if he was winning easy. He's probably closer than what he thought, and I don't know. He did what he had to do, or what he thought was working for him.
I know you're going to get asked this a lot tonight and in the coming days and weeks, but looking at who's next, before we go on to names, what happens in the immediate? I know you want to go home and rest, but what happens over the next 24, 48 hours a week?
I'll probably take a lot of shit off Pat. I'm going to be ignoring Pat's phone calls over the next 24 hours. I'm going to probably get a lot of people are going to be chatting shit on social media and stuff like that, but I don't pay no mind to it. I understand what I did wrong. I understand that I can't afford to perform like that at the level that I want to be at, or the level that I'm at. Just coming off going 12 rounds before, people expect a little bit more from me, a lot more from me than that, and I have to now show that. But I think everyone knows that wasn't my best performance by a long shot. It's just boxing's a naked sport. Sometimes when you have a bad day, the whole world sees it, and the whole world have a right to an opinion because we're in a public sport. So it is what it is. I just have to have a good performance next time and a little bit forgot about.
Do you read the social media comments? Do you take much hope from them?
Nah, you can't. You end up flipping doing something daft to yourself if you read them. There's a lot of people out there. Social media. Someone said it. I can't remember. Someone said social media give people a platform to say something without getting punched in the mouth. So you get a lot of people, keyboard warriors, that will talk a lot of shit to people like me that will see me in the public and will ask for a picture or will smile at me and say hello. Or for not just me, that's everywhere. That's every other sports combatant. So you can't pay no mind to it.
So onto the business end of the conversation, I guess. You know the names that are going to come forward. Dan Azeez seems to be the front runner, if you like. A lot of people are saying that name. Obviously, there is Yard. That name I don't think will go away until the trilogy fight comes around, if I'm honest. But at the moment, it seems to be Dan Azeez. Is that a fight that interests you?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. The fight obviously interests me. think our styles will clash well. I think I'll be victorious in that fight. It is a big British name. It'd be a good scout for me, and like you said, it's a front runner. So we'll see what happens going forward.
What kind of time frame would you like to put on that? Would you like to take a few months off, a few weeks off? Is it? You tell me.
Let's take 6 months off, and it's not the best. It's not the best, but you know, I'm sure Wasserman will do what they have to.
Well, Lyndon, congratulations tonight. Job well done. We go again. We'll see you. Well, listen, the win is in the column.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see you again very soon.
Yeah, thank you.